Exclusions and terms apply. See rules. Banking services provided by MVB Bank Inc. Member FDIC. Maximum balance and transfer limits apply.
It's like I blinked, and suddenly all my business shifted to e-commerce.
Now, my business hours are whenever my customers need me.
My customers want everything now and faster than ever. It's a whole different world.
Your business is changing. The United States Postal Service is changing with it. We're bringing you fast, reliable shipping nationwide. And we're bringing it right when your customers need it. Let's discover new routes. Visit USPS.com/new routes. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Playoff basketball is here, and before you bet on any of the postseason games, you need to check out BetQL. BetQL analyzes every game to help you make the smart, responsible bet. Sometimes the spread is off by a few points, or the total is way too high or low. BetQL finds those opportunities so you can take advantage and cash in. Ready to win more consistently? Visit BetQL.com and use promo code PLAYOFF for 20% off. That's 20% off with promo code PLAYOFF at BetQL.com.
Found on the sides of the highway. However, studies show that 68% of the tire debris collected on the highway comes from new tires, not retreads. The reality is that retreads will wear at the same rate as new tires if you don't properly maintain them. Retreads are still a major investment and require engaged maintenance practices. Before you make your next tire purchase, talk to a TA Truck Service tire expert about the right retreads for your truck and how to implement a tire maintenance routine.
This maintenance tip is brought to you by TA Truck Service. More bays, more expertise, more solutions.
Coming up, more with Gary McNamara and Eric Harvey. It's Red Hot Radio. Join the conversation. Shell Road Telehotline. 866-907-3379. Red Hot Radio and Shell Road Tele. What matters is inside.
At Outside Secret, we share the science behind common diesel problems. For example,
Excessive black smoke.
excessive black smoke has two causes: carbon buildup and internal diesel injection deposits, also known as IDIDs. Outside Secret Diesel Extreme has the highest concentration of active ingredients allowed by law and will safely remove all types of injected deposits, including IDIDs and carbon buildup, to eliminate black smoke.
Dr. Maria Van Kerkhove recently made a short but distant statement on the Delta variant.
We are classifying this as a variant of concern at the global level.
Now in Guangdong, health experts are trying to control a flare-up in cases there. There are also concerns about COVID clusters that have begun to surface in parts of the country, including major cities like Beijing and Shanghai.
I'm Doug Davis, along with Esther Dillard, on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
The power of information.
Keeping you up to date on the Black Information Network. Philadelphia's BIN 610. Your money on the Black Information Network.
Those without
And I bet I haven't probably even opened it because I can't see one right now the phone. And nobody has phone in my house. And I'm not crazy.
Stand by still. But in this generation, the messengers just spirit that are animated by that truth, or at least ideally.
Yes, I don't know. I haven't been throwing. Well, then...
That brings us to Tuesday. Pirates playing batting.
We may find ourselves wondering where God could be. But tomorrow, Jonathan Evans will point out God isn't hiding. We just may need to look a little harder to understand what he's up to. Be sure to join us for that. The Alternative with Dr. Tony Evans is brought to you by the Earth Alternative, celebrating 40 years of faithfulness thanks to the generous contributions
of us into people who are more like Jesus than like the devil. When we are unsaved, our spirit is selfish, our soul is selfish, sinful, self-oriented in general. We put ourselves first. And when we come to Christ, he wants us to liberate that.
And, that's another interesting thing that I noticed as I played it. There's some stories would add
automatic door openers that allow them to function independently and focus on their recovery and family.
How? It's freedom. It's hope. It's a new beginning.
This house is hidden in the town.
Henry Cavill and Rachel McAdams are selected to play the Obamas. She ended her comment saying, "Not double standards, Kay." Twitter lit up fast and furious, checking the idea. One person responded saying, "Justin Bieber playing at Rio Candace O in 15 years' time. Not a double standard, Kay." Black British actress Turner Smith plays Boleyn in a new mini.
With the steroids, in my lifetime, I don't think I've ever seen a completely level playing field. Yes, a lot of players have done steroids. It wasn't just one or two guys. It wasn't just one or two.
Anecdote from the apartment that I had been in from a long time ago. I've called in a little bit and talked about how I did some EUTs.
New Michelle's Wednesday, June 16th auction features antique and modern firearms, swords, and collectibles. Visit auctiondetroit.com and bid today. Accepting consignments year-round.
Paul W. Smith, Mornings, News Talk 760, WJR.
Visit uso.org/force to learn how you can be the force behind forces.
WBBM News Radio is an equal opportunity employer and is dedicated to providing broad outreach regarding job vacancies at our station. We seek the help of local community organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Community organizations wishing to receive our vacancy information should contact our business office at Odyssey, Chicago by calling 312-297-7800. In addition, all listeners are encouraged to visit Odyssey.com. Put together by
Kids Creative Studio. In her new position, the rapper will head the team tasked with discovering gifted children to work on music videos and other Lego content.
I'm Esther Dillard, along with Doug Davis, on your home for 24/7 News.
Mob bosses.
Par exemple, elle faisait de 56 à 66%, alors que cette efficacité, elle diminuait 3 fois moins, jusqu'à 22% lorsqu'il était administré après 2 heures. Donc c'est vrai.
That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad. Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
When someone you love is recovering from an illness or surgery, managing health challenges, or needing care at the end of life, VNSNY, the Visiting Nurse Service of New York, is here to help. We provide nurses, therapists, and
objective science is at odds with the paranormal. True objectivity is having an open mind.
Paul, we're going to take a quick break and come back with final calls with you in just a moment as we talk about the paranormal and law enforcement in just a moment on Coast to Coast AM.
Don't forget to watch our TV show, Beyond Belief, with George Norrie. Just log on to beyondbelief.com.
more than 800 suspects arrested.
Your daughter, your son, your grandchild, or close friend. If you're on Medicaid, Freedom Care can help you hire the caregiver of your choice, and that caregiver will get paid. In fact, Freedom Care now offers instant pay. Your caregiver can get paid instantly as soon as their shift is done. Call 718-866-3343 and talk to Freedom Care about having your friends or family take care of you and get paid to do it with instant payment. No more worrying about getting care from an aide at an agency. Freedom Care helps you choose who you want to take care of you, and that person gets paid. Call Freedom Care at 718-866-3343. That's 718-866-3343 to enroll in this program now. You get a caregiver you know and trust, and they get paid instantly as soon as their shift is done. Enroll now by calling 718-866-3343 at 718-866-3343 or go to freedomcareny.com.
Just in time for the hot weather, MyPillow's bringing back the most comfortable and cool premium MyPillow. Lowest price ever, $29.98. For a premium MyPillow, just use the promo code.
Your forecast for which could have heavy rainfall, a high of 79. For tonight, showers with a possible storm, lows in the upper 60s. For both Thursday and Friday, showers with a storm possible, and temperatures will be in the low to mid-80s. News, a service of Progressive Insurance. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost taking Google to court as he looks to declare the California-based tech company a public utility. Yost filing that suit in Delaware County Tuesday, accusing Google of being discriminatory and anti-competitive because it steers Ohio residents to its own products. The Attorney General says he is seeking government regulation, not money. The Reds Tuesday night falling to the Brewers 5-1 at Great American Ballpark, which snaps a 4-game winning streak. Shogo Akiyama bringing home the Reds' lone run with a single in the second inning. Joey Votto was back in the lineup. He walked twice. Sonny Gray left before the fourth inning with tightness in his groin, according to...
Been able to say that too often in a pandemic world. Earlier on ESPN Radio, Mark Medina from USA Today.
Aaron Rodgers should have had an asterisk next to his name. His only Super Bowl.
A team that they believe can win the Stanley Cup, a team that can move on. This is an elimination game. You can clinch another series on home ice. And as Vac pointed out, this could be the last time that you don't want to think like that, but this could be the last game that the Islanders play at the Old Barn. Obviously, for that to happen, the Islanders would have to lose tonight and then lose again in Boston Game 7 on Friday. But my mentality, I guess just because I thought the Islanders were going to win this series, my mentality, I was never even thinking that this could be the end for the Coliseum. I'm looking ahead to figuring out, okay, I might have to suck it up and try to go to one of these games. I don't know how I'm going
Humid, mostly cloudy, a few showers. The overnight low in the lower 70s. Later on today, mostly cloudy with showers and a few thunderstorms. Another hot one with a high around.
So grant us that we might worship you this day, and in learning who you are.
But it is a wall. Anyway, then he sees the Islanders having success. He liked Barzell anyway. A lot of his friends are Islander fans, being on Long Island. And
That's Serta with a C. Each Serta Locators business is independently owned and operated.
And also, to me, that's not actually like a Broadway show. Well, I also feel guilty saying that. The ad council.
I don't think Joe Biden has any idea what... Mr. Scratch-Off.
goddesses of the natural necessities. Yeah, that's a fundamental and basically healthy form of religiosity, you know? And some of the greatest spirits in the ancient world were pagan in that sense. That was their approach to the world. Now, what's really interesting, and I think we'll get to this, what does the Bible add to? How does the Bible question?
Go ahead, you little guy. Go ahead. He's what? Negative against you. It ought to be the best news of your life to find out you can change the quotient. And that same God of power be with you.
Pero ¿por qué lo trata así? Es su hija. Es sordo para todo. Dice, no, es que así se apellida. En vez de que le diga, hijo, pásame la salsa, y pues le decía sordo, el apellido de la tía es Canseco, y el apellido de...
Look at me. You watch this ministry. Por sabiendo que
y de dulce de chile y de manteca, acompañados por Carla Zúñiga desde Guadalajara.
To have God with you, and so
everybody. God had to be there.
Triumphantly announces his latest and greatest victory in the space race to the world.
Progressive politics on the one hand, or this is what especially struck me, the transhumanist projects of Silicon Valley. And one could think of, figures like Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg and the quasi-religious fervor around their projects. What do you think about this second element of paganism, that it's like a civic we had found some bones. They're building the high school in Wyoming, called Wyoming Indian High School, and so they brought the bones to our police department and put them in our evidence room. And we kept getting, our dispatchers kept hearing people walk in on them, and they'd turn around, there'd be nobody behind them. And it was pretty interesting there for a couple months while they stored the bones until they got them out and properly buried them.
The bones do it all the time.
People what the data show, and then how people make the right decision. Don't make them feel like second-class citizens because they haven't made the decision you want, which I think partly what those vaccine passports do. And it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of vaccine hesitancy. There's
We're sticking with Wisconsin. Cosmo wants to know what is
away last year's number 10 overall pick so that a tiny little quarterback is going to run a college system? And is it going to work? I have to tell you guys, I feel like I may be the last one to this party. I think Kyler can play. I think he's better than Baker.
The Doug Gottlieb Show.
Do you need money to pay off old debts for home improvements or
Which one?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either,
I've referred to a few times. But like 25 years ago, Mike Harmon, R.J. Bell, Jonas Knox, and Ben Maller. Yes. And that's our crew.
Hello.
They work for you.
You see how that works?
I'm going to go for it. Right here. On Fox Sports Radio.
Movement is going to help with such that agencies can require that the bills, the CICD bills, and all the other activities actually occur in the cloud on the standard instance rather than allowing developers to do those compiles and those scans on their own machine. If their machine is compromised, there's a breach possibility there. If you're doing it in the cloud, at least you've centralized everything, if you will, one instance to pay attention to. So those are easy things that we are trying to get agencies to look harder at and implement. With regard to TIC 3.0, it is going to be...
Monte Adams and David Bakhtiari both expressing support for Rodgers on Tuesday. Monte Adams.
I got his back through everything, so he knows at the end of the day, if there's ever a wonder of, he's lost a teammate or something because of all this come out, like he knows where I stand. I'll stand on the mountain and scream on the mountaintop, that I got his back. Honestly, I got no expectations, man. I'm just, being supportive of my God.
Back Bakhtiari's.
Here's one of the top stories. A black child in England is killed in a possible racially...
What have you concluded, Paul, about what all this means?
What I've concluded is that something's happening out there.
Something big.
Something big. Something people are...
up, baby. Listen.
But you've got to drive them. That's the reason we had, you could push the base on a separate amp altogether, and you can push it. It was all coming through the mixing desk anyway, and yeah, it did really sound good. I was quite impressed, because when he went down for Opportunity Knocks at Birmingham audition, even the sound engineer there said, "My God," says, "What are you running?" But it was very good. Your Takamine, if I come down and try it, because I tell you why, the problem I've got with my hands and my arms, I don't feel...
Yeah, 73 Dave, nice to work for shortly. Yeah, Bob, probably be about, like yourself, I don't drink coffee, it's tea we drink over here, as you probably know, so I've got to give myself a bit of breakfast actually, so I will be about, but, you know, if I hear you, Bob, I'll give you a shout, or if you hear me, give us a shout, mate. But nice to work with you over there in Florida. And have a very nice, you're actually, it's late at night, isn't it, over in Florida, or is it early in the morning? Is it about 2 o'clock in the morning, Bob? Go ahead.
It's after 5. It's after 5 a.m. I had a clock hooked up out here, and hell, I gotta go plug it back in. And then I'll be able to tell you, but yeah, alright, I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, and I'll talk to you a little later. This is N4 UVC. I'll be right back.
Oh, I was just going to have a word with you before you went, but you get your cup of coffee, and if time allows, I'll have a chat to Paul if you come back. Now to you, Paul, this is 20XCB.
Yeah, me and you must have doubled it. There's 7 threes, Bob. Nice to link up with you and maybe catch you further down the loop. Yeah, morning, Des. Hope you're well, mate. Weather good down there in sunny Staffordshire. Nice up here. Yeah, life's good, mate. 20XCB, 20CDX.
Yeah, okay, morning, Paul. I don't know who we're doubled with, but try to come in quickly, you see, before Bob just disappeared. I think it was Bob anyway. Oh, look, he's walking off. No, it's not. He can take that. The dog, I've got the door open. Watch that. Anyway, I've sorted them out. Get through some boxes now. See what I'm... Great tidy up in here. And, we'll get sorted, hopefully, before the day's through. But yeah, I was listening, well, half listening, because I'm busy, Paul. But what I was... Well, I don't know what... Lincoln, that's right. You can't go from Lincoln to Germany. And
peligros. La campaña de inspección se mantiene hasta el próximo día 15.
Y como les
de año en total va a cobrar más de 2 millones de euros. La empresa consiguió el contrato por la vía de emergencia sin competir con otras en noviembre y ahora se lo prorrogan también.
Charlie Tango.
del día a día nos pueden desestabilizar un poco. Sería muy chévere que existiera un interruptor en donde pudiéramos apagar esas preocupaciones, le damos un clic y ya, se apagaron. Esas preocupaciones que nos roban la paz y que nos agobian en el día a día y que nos...
person to say, I have crippled the ministry by my immaturity, by my lack of faith, by my cowardice. Now, I'm only telling you.
We would throw it away. Chris would be where he is at now if God had...
To listen to KYW News Radio on your phone.
Three things to know at 5:15, sponsored by Oliver Heating and Cooling. Philly's public high schools have had to postpone outdoor graduations or move them inside this week because of stormy weather. Pennsylvania's new unemployment system is up and running, but users have a lot of complaints. And recapping our top story, sources tell us that Philadelphia police are questioning a man who's charged with robbery in Delaware. They're talking to him about 3 homicides, including the murder of a Dunkin' Donuts manager in North Philly. That's all ahead in the next 15 minutes. Good morning. I'm Carol McKenzie. Tim McLaughlin at the editor's desk. The Philly School District is ordering principals to postpone or move graduation ceremonies indoors for the rest of the week because of the possibility of severe weather. As KYW's Mike DiNardo tells us, it's yet another change in plans for high school seniors who have had
introduced European technology is now available and has proven to be over 85% successful in treating
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes...
9 on Friday, 69 at the airport now. And over
ball this morning, Mark.
Yeah, Lee, the Yanks had dropped 4 in a row and 10 of 13, but they put up their biggest run total since May 15th. Aaron Boone's bunt
Cobalt had gone into a tree-lined embankment. The 71-year-old man from Charlestown was said to be driving westbound when he drifted into the median, knocked over a small tree, jumped the curb, then went down a hill. He was the only occupant. Nobody else was involved in the crash. CPR and a defibrillator at the scene could not revive him. It's a first for first responders in Worcester. WBZ's Kim Tunnicliffe is marking the moment.
All the pieces fell into place over the memorial.
Dude, oh yeah, that was a dumb pick though, because you all have your pictures, huh? Yeah.
Well, Dwyer says they're great.
I've been a chocolatier for 10 years. If it did not work, I would not be selling them.
Of course not. And the best part, Sarah says, is that chocolate-covered cicadas are like Christmas in July.
When you combine the chocolate, the cinnamon, and the nuttiness of the bugs, it really gives you that like holiday feeling when you're walking around a big city and they're roasting nuts on the sidewalk and you have that cinnamon smell. It's really what it tastes like.
It's nutty. You can get them online. I saw one place where it's $22 for a dozen chocolate-covered cicadas, but they've got about a 10-day wait list. It's been hard to find people willing to pick grapes in California, so that work may soon be going to robots. UC Davis professor Khan Kutural says the robots will probably do a better job, and the result will be better taste.
No interest and no payments until 2022.
It was a bold move, but one that earned her a standing...
Residential Bathroom Solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none.
2330. Living canvas to take care of, keeping up with the watering needs of the flower show can be a daunting task, especially when you're dealing with a heat wave and muggy June weather. But Pennsylvania,
the Red Sox lose 7-1, and that snaps that 5-game win streak. They now trail.
Radio Morning Show. Brought to you by the law firm of Goldberg, Persky & Lux, pioneers in asbestos litigation.
That's 1-800-779-4178. When you want quality bathroom products at a great price, it's got to be BCI Bath & Shower. That's 1-800-779-4178.
Yo, Pablo Torre here, host of the